There we go. While most people in the karaoke bar were confused by Clyde's performance, most agreed that it was at least the most inexplicably earnest performance that don't stop believing that they'd ever heard. This was particularly surprising to the karaoke bar regulars who were more accustomed to Clyde having an ironic detachment to his own song choices. In fact, it was Klein's cheese-filled interpretation of November Rain that first attracted Gabrielle years earlier at the same bar, but you'll be learning all about that later. But that night, after Gabrielle's sudden rejection, he summoned a whole new part of himself, turning Steve Perry's lyrics to life before everyone's eyes. But in this case, the lonely world he spoke of clearly had nothing to do with that small-town girl taking the midnight train to anywhere. No, the lonely world was his own. And to extend the metaphor, he was the small-town girl. Now, because he put in his song choices before being broken up with, he would go on that night to sing Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me and Thank You for Being a Friend of Golden Girls theme, each with increasing despair. Later on, he settled into a deep conversation with Brian, the able and handsome bartender. It was very honest and very drunk.
Just 5 years, Brian. That's 5 years of my life. That's 15.6% of my whole life.
How'd you do that calculation in your head, man?
I'm a bingo supply salesman. I deal with numbers all the time. And some letters.
Sure.
And I'm going to have to start all over again. I don't even know how people date these days. Is it by Twitter?
No, man. It's like Vine and Tinder and that stuff.
Tinder? Is that like ICQ?
Oh, man, not even close.
I don't have any game anymore. When I went to have sex with Gabrielle, all I had to do was just reach out and rub her elbow a bit, and she knew the business.
Wow, thanks for all that information.
Now I'm going to go on a date, and I'm going to rub that girl's elbow, and she's going to have no idea what I'm getting at. No idea.
Right.
Not to mention losing half my stuff.
Okay, you'll get new stuff.
I like my old stuff.
Right.
Man, I'm going to have to start a whole new Netflix account. I have my taste profile down to a T.
Oh, yeah. That really sucks.
Yeah, tell me about it. Last night I recommended a movie called Under the Tuscan Sun. Spoke to me, Brian. Spoke to me.
Well, people change, Brian. Can I get you another?
Yeah, give me one or whatever will erase my brain so that none of this ever happened.
Come on, man. You gotta stop singing stuff like that. You and Gabrielle have been coming here for years. You can't say you didn't have some good times.
That's my point. It was good. Until tonight I thought it was still good.
Well, people change, Brian.
How? How did we change? We're the same exact people with the same lives, the same jobs. Even you got the same crappy, demoralizing job.
Yes. Thank you for the reminder, Brian. No, seriously, people change, whether we want to or not. You might find this interesting. I saw this on Discovery. So, the body, right? We all got them. They're composed of cells, right? Well, those cells, they change, they mutate over time, okay? Well, what we've just discovered is that the rate of that mutation is roughly 5 years. So every 5 years, every cell in your body is different than it was 5 years before. Think about it, right? So that means that you and me and Gabrielle and everyone else, right, we are all, quite literally, different people, cellularly, than we were 5 years ago. What do you think of that?
I think your grasp of cellular biology is tenuous at best.
Okay, no, listen, what I'm saying is, maybe Klein and Gabrielle from 5 years ago, that worked out fine because they were two different people. But now there's a new Klein and Gabrielle, and they're just not meant to work anymore.
Okay. So all the more reason for wanting all that time back. Because if me and Gabrielle had never been together, then I'd still be alone like I am today, but maybe I would have generated into a whole other, better version of myself.
Yeah. But what's the point, right? You can't go back. What's done is done, right?
Well, what if I told you I could?
I'd say I should have offered you the Okay?
Listen, what I'm about to tell you is totally top secret.
All right.
And it is definitely going to blow your mind.
Okay.
But you know how I always say that I work for the Benedict Corporation as a bingo supply salesman?
No.
What?
No.
I talk about it all the time.
What did you say?
How I work for the Benedict Corporation as a bingo supply salesman.
That's your job?
Wait, I always talk about going to bingo supply conferences. I got you bingo supplies for
I don't
Christmas.
know what to say, man. I don't even open those.
I've worked very hard putting up this front. You haven't noticed it?
I'm sorry? Okay, all right, listen. Clearly, I've offended you, all right? I didn't know that you were a bingo supply salesman, but now I know you are a bingo supply salesman. Now go ahead. What does he want to tell me?
I'm not a bingo supply salesman.
What?
Exactly. That is just a front. In reality, I've been an engineer working on a totally top secret universe-altering project. For the past several years, I've been working exclusively on a machine that should, again, hypothetically, be able to travel from one point in time to another while skipping everything in between.
Did you make a time machine?
Quiet down.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes.
Have you used it?
No, it's incredibly risky. There's a lot of legal and ethical issues involved.
Okay, good, because if you actually
If
have a
it
time
works
machine.
like it's supposed to,
Oh man, I've read a lot
I
of
could
books.
travel back in
You should
time
use the time
to when
machine.
me and Gabrielle
Especially not for
started to
petty
go
personal
sour, you
reasons.
know, and I could
If you
pull
have one,
myself
it'd be a
out
bad
of
idea.
the
You would go back.
relationship
You
while
really
it's
mess
good,
it up. There's a whole
save
space-time
myself
continuum
from
thing.
the
You really mess with
heartbreak.
the domino effect. It would all just go down.
You're right.
You shouldn't do this.
Thank you for telling me that I should do this.
What? That's not what I
I
said.
think it's what you said.
No.
Yeah, you said it sometime.
No.
When we were both talking.
No.
Not once.
No.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
No.
Okay, I can't pay my tab. Is that
What?
cool? I can't. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm gonna go sneak into my office.
Okay, and want to make the space-time continuum explode?
Road? Where we're going, we don't need road.
Oh, stop fucking around. I said explode.
Oh, explode. Well, then there's nothing to worry about. Okay, later. Or should I say, before?
And break into his office. Klein did. Thanks to his state of inebriation, he got the security code wrong the first few tries. But if not for that same state of inebriation, he wouldn't have tried in the first place. You see, the time dilator had been more or less complete for over a year. Nearly all the work they'd been doing in the previous 12 months was superficial, choosing to add a cool racing stripe to the side, that sort of a thing. The reason for the department stalling was fairly obvious. First, they were afraid that it wouldn't work and they'd all lose their jobs, but more importantly, they were concerned that it would work and cause them to destroy the architecture of the universe. But Klein was feeling impulsive. The universe be damned. So he took the time dilator and set it on its course for its very first journey. He set it back to the moment that Gabrielle was first growing apart from him. It was 8 months earlier, when the Benedict Corporation sent him out of town on a conference, leading him to cancel their plans for Thanksgiving. He noticed upon his return that she was no longer reciprocating his usual sign of sexual interest. Of course, I'm talking about his aforementioned elbow rubbing technique.
Okay, so are you sure you have everything?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, well, here's your passport.
Oh, they still require that for travel?
Only if you want to sit inside the plane.
Oh, God, I really wish I didn't have to go.
Yeah, me too. You know, I still think it's really weird that there's a bingo supply sales conference in Geneva.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's my duty as a bingo supply salesman to be there.
Hey, isn't that where the particle accelerator is, CERN?
Yeah. No. What's CERN? Not familiar. So, anyways, I'm so sorry about having to miss Thanksgiving.
You know, it's okay, don't worry about it. But guess what?
What?
I finally watched Who's on First.
And?
And you're right, it's totally what I'm gonna run you to.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I gotta go.
Wait, I got you something.
What?
Here you some of our tea. So you can still have a cup before you go to bed each night with me.
Baby, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
But what about the time difference? It's gonna be evening there when it's afternoon here.
You know, I will see if I can summon the courage within myself to drink tea and take a nap in the middle of the day.
You're a king amongst women.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I gotta run because of the fight.
Okay, all right. I love you.
I love you. Go.
Call me when you get there,
Of course
okay?
I will.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye. Hi.
The Hunger Games?
The book. The book that I am now currently reading.
Yeah, I told you
2012 to visit the particle accelerator.
You just said it was a bingo supply sales conference.
Yeah, no, right. Because it is. Because the Higgs boson, it has a huge impact on the bingo industry. Too many ways to mention.
What are you wearing? What is that?
This? Oh, this is the uniform they make us wear. It's the smell.
The smell would be the 20-pound turkey I have to eat by myself.
Right, because it's Thanksgiving.
You're talking like a narrator.
Am I?
You're gonna miss your flight. Why?
Yeah, no, I know. I want to ask you something before I left on the flight to Switzerland. Is it at all possible that
You know, it's okay that you have to miss Thanksgiving. I'm all right with it. You
Yeah.
already said you were sorry.
I know, but you worked so hard on all the food and the turkey and the stuffing.
Yeah, I know. I did work really hard, and you know this year was going to be really special because this was the first year we were going to host together at our place. But you know what? Don't worry about it. We will do it next year.
Yeah, but what if there is no next year?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Look.
Look, is this trip dangerous or something? Is that why you're in this suit?
No, that's not why I'm wearing this suit. Listen, I just came back to say that I love you, and I'm sorry I missed Thanksgiving, and I really hope this doesn't change anything for us.
Ryan, it's only a week. What could it possibly change?
You tell me.
I'm gonna miss your flight.
Okay, but before I go, I just wanna...
Fine. What are you doing? What is that?
Nothing.
Is it dry?
Nothing, that's what I thought.
The Hunger Games!
Klein and Gabrielle were never the sort of couple that melded into one person. The type of pairing that exists with more visibility than its individual parts. While some couples enjoy having breakfast with one another every morning and sharing a Facebook account, the mere thought of doing either of those things for Klein and or Gabrielle would have made them vomit in disgust for several minutes. But just because they weren't especially publicly affectionate in traditional ways didn't mean that they didn't have their own affection. As things stood, they were very close friends. They lived with one another. They had sex with one another with some frequency. Neither saw any reason to grow old with the other. But then again, neither saw any reason to upset their perfectly suitable arrangement, at least not for a while. It was only when Klein went back to that day and had his theretofore flawless elbow seduction technique rebuffed that he realized that the seeds of her mouth discontent were clearly sown earlier than he had once thought. What was worse was going back, seeing the relationship as it was then, wanting to go back to it. So he decided to go back even earlier to see if he could find the real moment where things started to change. He racked his brain for other times he may have disappointed her. The earliest he could remember was a date, a few weeks into the relationship where he was 30 minutes late to a film screening. They didn't have an argument that night, but it was the earliest he could remember disappointing her. Perhaps there he could figure it out.
Oh, there you are. Did I
How late am I?
tell it? Like 15 minutes late? It's not that late, but
minutes like that means I'm going to be coming up at
I'm sorry. Are you already planning your next engagement? 'Cause I didn't mean to interrupt your very busy schedule.
No, it's not that. There's just, there's somebody that I cannot run into.
Are you sneaking around on me with another girl?
What? No.
Or are you from the future and you can't run into yourself lest the time-space continuum collapse?
Would you believe me if I said yes?
Probably, yeah.
You're absolutely right. I'm from the future.
Oh, you're from the future?
Yep.
Okay, so who wins the World Series in 2013?
Boston Red Sox.
Really?
Yep.
Thought we'd have teams in the moon by then.
So, since the mood is light, can I ask you something?
Well, if you're here to kill baby Hitler, you're off by like 120 years.
No. Just before I came here, showed up. Were you gonna break up with me because I was late?
No.
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 You're mad about it, or like it's
No,
like
I don't want.
resentment?
No, I don't want to break up. I like you.
You like me?
Yeah, I like you.
You like me?
Yeah, I like you.
That's boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yes, I like boyfriend, girlfriend. I like you.
Okay. Well then. All right. Then I'm gonna take off. Thank you so much for the information.
So you're gonna go kill baby Hitler?
No. I'm just gonna avoid past me. That's present me, and he was about to get here. And if we bump into each other, this time-space continuum might collapse. So there you go.
So you're just gonna let Hitler commit all those atrocities?
Hey, think about what you're suggesting. I'm not gonna kill a baby, okay? I really get it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. God, I spent a half hour late.
Oh my god, you're so committed to this bit.
Yeah, I'm fucking late, man. You're not mad at me?
No, but the last time, no. But come on, the movie's starting. I already got our tickets.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, you know what? I tried another tea, and you were right. It was not as good as our tea.
I know, right?
I know, I should have listened. Ow.
So what's this movie about?
I have no idea.
I thought you wanted to see it though.
Oh, I have no desire to see this movie. No.
Well, when we saw a commercial on TV, you were like, that looks so great, we should totally go see it.
I think it was more like, that looks so great. We should totally go see it.
Oh, which I now realize is your sarcastic voice.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. So what do you think it's about?
Well, based on the title, I'm guessing we can expect to see some sharks at night and in 3D.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't believe I didn't know your sarcastic voice until now.
Aw, honey. It's the one I use when you ask if the sex is good.
Oh, good note.
I know, right?
When Klein went back that night, he had it in mind that he might just end the whole relationship right there. In his opinion, the timing was pretty good. It wasn't too early, it wasn't too late. He could cut ties with very few regrets. But what happened was future Klein didn't anticipate going back and it being that Gabrielle. You see, that Gabrielle was not the same Gabrielle that rejected his elbow rubbing and extended arguments. No, that was the Gabrielle that he fell in love with. And the Gabrielle he could clearly fall in love with again. But Klein couldn't afford to fall back into his past self. So, it only made his future pain worse. So to prevent that pain, he had to go back even earlier, to the night they met, to try to prevent it all from happening. Both the good and the bad.
Now, see, what I'm saying is
Yeah?
they should be better at it.
Okay, I don't know how you can say that, man.
I mean, okay, so what's the NBA average?
70%?
70, 75? I don't even
Might be
care if it's
75.
I don't even care if it's 80%. They should be way.
Okay, are you saying if I gave you a basketball, you can make 80% of your free throws at an NBA level?
No, they're professionals, not me.
Okay, that's the point I'm making. They're professionals. Obviously, they're doing the best they can do. They're getting paid millions of dollars.
But only in comparison to the other NBA players.
The other players in the league.
Yes, exactly. Look, because 80% is considered good, people who shoot a little less than that are not going to push themselves to shoot better. Look, it's called the relativity bias. It's a real thing.
Why the fuck do I talk to you about
No,
anything?
honestly, okay, they're all like, man, that guy only shoots 80%. Why should I bother shooting 70?
Was that you talking or an NBA player talking?
That's an NBA player.
Was that a Shaq impersonation?
It was like a Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway?
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's a little racist.
I don't think that's racist.
No, it's a little racist.
How is that racist?
A little racist.
Honestly,
Little
how is that
racist. No,
racist?
even if it's accurate, it's a little racist.
That's terrible.
A little bit.
Because I'm white?
Yeah.
So you're racist.
Oh, come on. You know what? Klein? I actually have a job that I'm doing here. So I should be running drinks right now. You know what you should do? Make some new friends so you have other people to annoy around here. Thanks.
Okay, up next we've got Gabrielle
It's her. She's up again.
Yeah.
giving us a little November Rain.
Oh my god, November, eh? That is so cool. It's like 9 minutes long.
Yeah, 9 minutes and she can't, like, sing.
Come on.
She's no Rosemary Clooney, you know what I mean? Hey, when are you going to talk to her, huh?
Unlikely.
Been going on for weeks. What do you mean? What? What do you mean unlikely?
George Clooney.
Oh, right. Well, if you're not gonna make the move, maybe I will.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, you get to pick up chicas in this bar all the time. Chicas, yeah. It's Latin for woman.
Yeah.
And say something to common man, please.
First off, I think I get more chicas because you call them chicas. I don't. All right? That's the first thing.
Hey.
All right? Second thing, I don't want any more excuses, all right? If you're going to talk to her, it's going to be tonight. All right?
Okay.
So grow a pair of balls.
I'll think about it. I'll think
All
about
right.
it. Hey, that's a good axle dance, huh?
Okay, got it. Here's what you're going to do, right? You're going to go right up there, and you're going to put in the same song as her, and then you're going to go up. What do you think of that?
Good idea.
I'm serious, man. It works. It gives you something to talk about. It's an in. It works here all the time.
Crazy. It's karaoke suicide. They shoot people in the Philippines for pulling that stunt.
Right, man. You know, the balls give it a try. I guess I will.
No. Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Just go. Just do it. Most people at the karaoke bar were a little confused and didn't want to hear another 9 minutes of November Rain. But then again, Klein really wasn't concerned about what they thought. He only cared about what she thought. And the whole time he was up there, he was thinking about her, wondering what she might be like when they met, what sort of family she might have come from, heck, what she might even look like naked. He had 9 minutes considering all of these things at peace, knowing full well that her reaction to this would determine the course of the entire evening, if not their entire unwritten relationship.
Hey,
Hey.
nice song.
Oh yeah. God, no, I'm so sorry, but yours was great. You're great.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were allowed to do something like that.
I know, right? I didn't either. Actually, it was his idea.
Yes, it was. Hello, my name is
Hello.
Brian.
Hi,
Hey.
Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian. How
Nice
you
to
doing?
meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. Yeah.
Okay, so, did you do that because you wanted some kind of, in with me or something?
In? I don't know. Why would you even say that? No.
Well, because when you went up to sing, you actually said that into the mic before you started singing.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of an in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a beer and go play pool if you want to come with me.
Really?
Yeah, it's the 90s. Women can play pool.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
You want me to play fucking pool?
Yeah, man.
That's a metaphor.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Okay, is everything good?
What do you mean? Why are you in here? Go. What are you doing?
I'm gonna pop up for a second.
No, don't pump up. Go.
Wait, it wasn't me. What?
What? Did you lose her? What the?
Dang it, I'm off. Okay. All right, look. Brian, it's me, Klein.
Agreed.
No. I'm from the future.
Oh, you're from the future?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess that explains your futuristic getup, huh? Oh, yeah. Hey, guess what? If you came all the way from the future, come back and kill baby Hitler, you're off by like 120 years.
Okay, two things. I really am from the future, and this baby Hitler thing. You realize that it's not gonna have like a little mustache, a little swastika. It's just gonna be a little cute baby, and I'm not gonna do that. Okay?
You've thought about this before.
I really have. I have. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, listen. Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
What? Why?
Because
Who are you calling?
I'm gonna call me in the past, pretending to be you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Shh. Hello, Clyde. It's me, Brian, bartender. You do. No, come over here. You stay with it. Listen, I know this is your big chance with the woman of your dreams, but you have to get out of here now. You're in great and grave danger because, Gabrielle's ex-boyfriend is here. Yes, he's a real big, bad dude, and he's looking to cause trouble. So just run away. Don't even say goodbye. Just leave out the back door. No, come this way. Go the other way. Yes, good. Okay, bye.
Okay, give me my phone. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Listen. I don't know what you're trying to pull here. Okay. I don't know who the fuck you're calling. But what you're trying to do is throw everything that I just have to set up with Gabrielle and flush it down the toilet. Hey, congrats! You picked a really fucking stupid way to do it,
Listen,
pal.
I can't explain. It's a very, very long and complicated story, all right?
Right. All right. Well, I get to put the moves on her now. You can't stop me anymore.
Yes, great, good. Put the moves on her, lovely.
Right.
Just wait till I'm gone, because if I see myself, the universe might explode.
What?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Hey, what is the deal with your friend? He just ditched me.
Oh, I have no idea. Can I get you another drink for your trouble?
Yes, please.
And with that, Klein did what he set out to do. He made sure that Gabrielle never broke up with him, but only by making sure that they never went out in the first place. And after that, he went back to the time violator and was eager to see what his new old future would be like. Would he be a different person? Would he be a millionaire? Would he be with someone else? Who knows? The only thing he did know was that it would be a future without her.
Hey,
What's going on?
oh, don't blame this on me, Klein.
Whoa, what are we doing here?
It's not fair, Klein, okay? You're the one who kissed me.
Whoa, we're not supposed to be together.
I know. I'm supposed to be with Brian.
Brian the bartender, Brian?
Yeah, Brian, your best friend. Brian, my fiance. Yeah, that Brian, okay? Don't rub it in. We made this mistake together.
You're marrying Brian?
Oh my God! Did you have a stroke or something? You're his best man, for Christ's sake.
Whoa. We really shouldn't have done this.
You think? Okay, that's the type of clear-headed thinking we could have used last night when I just needed a little bit of advice from you about my cold feet for my wedding. But no, what do I get from you? Some speech about how you always loved me and you always wanted to be with me and you regret blowing your big chance. And is this some joke? Am I just a joke to you? Or are you just fucking with me?
No. I guess it's harder for me to give you up than I thought.
Why?
I don't know. I know in my rational brain we're not supposed to be together because it didn't work. It's not going to. It doesn't work.
Agreed.
I don't know. When I'm around you, I gotta be with you. Something about you. You're like kryptonite.
Superman does not have sex with kryptonite.
I know. I mean that I'm helpless around you.
Well, ditto.
Really?
Yeah, what, you think I sleep with my fiance's best friend for funsies? Christ, I've been thinking about this too for like 5 years.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna pretend like this never even happened.
You know, I've learned a lot about myself lately, and I can't guarantee that I can do that.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to try, alright? Because I'm with Brian, and I love him, and he doesn't deserve this.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm not gonna try. I'm becoming more and more convinced that you can't mess with fate.
Alright, that is not what I need to be hearing from you right now. We need to both agree that this was a mistake.
Yeah, we both do.
And that we're gonna go on like we did before. And even if it pains you the way you said it pained you last night, and even if you're right and we are doomed to want to be together, we can't. We just can't.
Oh boy, this isn't what I wanted. 5 years ago, this is not where I thought my life would be.
Yeah, well, me neither, but what's done is done, and we can't change it.
Well, what if we can? We might. I'm gonna have to try a whole new different tactic.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Very, very long story at this point.
What Klein learned from that highly unusual situation was that time machine or no time machine, he seemed to be helpless. It seemed that no matter how many universes he would create or destroy, he was going to end up with Gabrielle. Unless he did something to upset what he had already done. Unless he enlisted the help of someone else. You see, if there was one constant in all of the other times that he went back, it was that Gabrielle was always herself. How could he help but fall in love? But if he somehow enlisted the help of Gabrielle herself to work against his past incarnation, perhaps then they could end their cycle of despair. It was his last hope. But first, he had to undo everything he had already done. He had to go back to the night, that they met. And he had to stop himself from making that phone call. The phone call during which he interrupted the pool game. The pool game during which the two of them started their flirtation instead of their first date. The date during which he was aware they were going to fall in love. So he went back, and he did all of it. And if it were possible to have 3 Kleins on stage at the same time, you would have seen it. And then, he had to take the time dilator back to the night of their first date and convince her to finish the job.